In a world where wealth unlocks the extraordinary, only billionaires can afford the rarest and most demanding animals as pets. These creatures, from exotic predators to genetically engineered companions, require vast resources, specialized care, and often complex legal navigation. Here are 10 animals whose costs and exclusivity place them firmly in the realm of the ultra-rich. White lion. White lions, with their rare recessive gene, are among the most exclusive pets, costing $100,000 to $140,000. Their upkeep, including vast enclosures, specialized diets, and veterinary care for large predators, can reach millions annually. Billionaires in regions like Dubai or select U.S. states where ownership is legal invest in private zoos or sanctuaries, requiring security and legal permits. The black market trade and ethical concerns critics argue these majestic animals belong in the wild-ad complexity only the ultra-wealthy can navigate. Their allure as status symbols drives demand, but the logistical and financial burden, coupled with potential public backlash, ensures only billionaires can sustain ownership. A single lion's care rivals the cost of a luxury estate, making them a true billionaire's indulgence. Golden dragonfish, arowana. The golden arowana, a symbol of prosperity in Asian cultures, commands $5,000 to $300,000 for rare specimens. Billionaires covet these fish for their shimmering scales and cultural significance. But ownership demands elaborate aquarium systems costing tens of thousands yearly. Precise water conditions, filtration, and expert care require dedicated staff, pushing expenses beyond most budgets. Top-tier arowanas, auctioned as living art, are status symbols in elite circles, particularly in China and Southeast Asia. Legal restrictions under CITES add hurdles, requiring permits only the wealthy can secure. Theft risks necessitate high security, further inflating costs. For billionaires, a single fish can outprice a sports car, maintenance rivaling a small business. Only those with vast resources can afford this aquatic luxury. Thoroughbred racehorse, elite bloodlines. Elite thoroughbred racehorses, like Fusaichi Pegasus, $60 to $70 million, are billionaire investments. These champions, bred for races like the Kentucky Derby, demand millions in training, boarding, and medical care annually. Stud fees, $200,000 per session, reflect their value, with top bloodlines ensuring prestige. Ownership involves private stables, expert trainers, and global travel for races, costs that only billionaires can absorb. The gamble of racing, where only a few horses yield profits, requires immense wealth to sustain. Legal and regulatory compliance, including doping tests, adds complexity. For billionaires, these horses are status symbols and potential revenue streams via breeding. The financial commitment, rivaling a yacht's upkeep, ensures only the ultra-rich can compete in this high-stakes world of equine excellence. Tibetan Mastiff, rare bloodlines. Tibetan Mastiffs, with lion-like manes and Himalayan lineage, fetch $3,000 to $1.9 million for elite specimens, particularly in China. Their massive size demands large estates, with grooming, feeding, and security, due to theft risks, costing thousands monthly. Billionaires view them as status symbols, but the financial burden and lifetime costs can rival a private jet excludes most. Legal permits in some regions and specialized veterinary care for this ancient breed add expenses. A single dog's purchase, like the $1.9 million paid by a Chinese buyer, reflects their exclusivity. Ethical concerns about breeding for profit persist, yet their rarity and grandeur ensure demand among the ultra-wealthy. Only billionaires can afford the infrastructure and resources to maintain these majestic guardians. Hyacinth macaw. Hyacinth macaws, vibrant blue parrots, cost $5,000 to $30,000, but their true expense lies in lifelong care. Living 60-plus years, they require expansive aviaries, specialized diets, and constant stimulation due to high intelligence. Annual costs, including trainers and veterinary care, can reach tens of thousands. Listed under CITES, their trade demands permits, limiting ownership to those navigating complex regulations. Billionaires with sprawling estates can provide the space and staff needed. But ethical concerns, many argue these birds belong in the wild ad scrutiny. Their rarity and beauty make them a luxury, with upkeep rivaling a child's education. Only the ultra-wealthy can afford the legal, logistical, and financial commitment for a pet whose demands span decades. Savannah Cats. Savannah Cats, hybrids of domestic cats and wild servals, cost $10,000 to $20,000. Their wild appearance and energetic nature require large, secure enclosures, with maintenance costs in the thousands annually. In regions like the U.S., dangerous animal licenses inflate expenses, while their dietary and veterinary needs demand expertise. Billionaires in places like London's Billionaires Row own them as trophy pets, showcasing wealth through exoticism. Ethical debates surround their breeding as wild instincts clash with domestic life. Theft risks necessitate high security, and only vast estates suit their space needs. The combination of purchase price, legal hurdles, and ongoing care rivaling a luxury car's upkeep ensures Savannah Cats remain exclusive to billionaires who can afford their unique blend of wild and tame. Cloned pet, e.g. Sir Lancelot Encore. Cloning a pet like Sir Lancelot Encore, a Labrador clone for $155,000, is a billionaire's luxury. Offered by exclusive biotech firms, often in South Korea, cloning involves cutting-edge science and significant ethical debate. Costs exclude most, with legal hurdles in some regions adding complexity. Maintenance matches a purebred thousands yearly for food, grooming, and care, but the upfront price sets it apart. Billionaires like the Otto family who clone their dog seek to preserve beloved pets, viewing cloning as a status symbol. The process requires navigating international regulations and public scrutiny, as many criticize cloning's ethics. Only those with vast wealth can afford the technology, expertise, and infrastructure to commission a genetically identical pet, making this a truly elite indulgence. Koi fish, premium breeds. Premium koi fish, like one sold for $1.8 million, are living art for billionaires. Prized for perfect coloration and genetics, these fish require meticulously maintained ponds with advanced filtration, costing tens of thousands yearly. Expert care, including water quality specialists and security to prevent theft, push expenses higher. Auctions in Japan attract ultra-wealthy collectors, with top specimens symbolizing status. Legal restrictions on international trade add permits to the cost. Ethical concerns about commodifying fish persist, but their beauty drives demand. Maintenance rivals a small business, with ponds requiring constant upgrades. Only billionaires can afford the initial investment and ongoing resources to showcase these aquatic masterpieces, ensuring koi remain a hallmark of extreme wealth and refined taste. Palmcockatu. Palmcockatus, rare black parrots, cost $16,000 plus, but their true expense is lifelong care. Listed under sites, they require permits, restricting ownership to those navigating complex laws. Their loud, attention-seeking nature demands large, enriched enclosures and dedicated staff, with annual costs in the thousands. Specialized diets and veterinary care for their 50-plus-year lifespan add up, rivaling a luxury car's upkeep. Billionaires with private aviaries can meet their needs, but ethical concerns, many advocate for wild conservation, draw scrutiny. Their rarity and striking appearance make them a status symbol, yet only the ultra-wealthy can afford the legal, logistical, and financial commitment. Maintaining a Palmcockatu is a decades-long investment, exclusive to those with billionaire-level resources. Arabian Horse, champion bloodlines. Arabian horses, prized for endurance and beauty, cost $100,000 to millions for champion bloodlines. Billionaires in the Middle East and West invest in these horses for prestige and international shows, with training, stabling, and travel costing millions annually. Stud fees and veterinary care for elite specimens escalate expenses, while their upkeep rivals a yacht's. Legal compliance, including transport regulations, adds complexity. Ethical concerns about overbreeding exist, but their elegance ensures demand. Only billionaires can sustain the financial and logistical demands of owning, showing, and breeding these horses whose lineage symbolizes wealth. For the ultra-rich, Arabians are both a passion and a status marker, requiring resources far beyond most budgets to maintain their legacy of excellence. From exotic lions to million-dollar fish, these animals are the ultimate billionaire flex. If you enjoyed this peek into the world of ultra-luxury pets, hit that like button and subscribe for more wild content. Let us know which animal shocked you the most in the comments.